Just wanted to go see if pump's still running. As I see, yeah, talk about that later when we get into detail. Good morning, YouTube. So, this is what should I do with this now? Oh well. The first video on my YouTube channel that I started. Hopefully there's a few things you can learn from me. Hopefully there's a few things we can talk about, all that sort of stuff. Today's leg day, which is why I have my supplements here. Pre-workout, Valor, lovely taste. But anyway, that's not why we're here. I want my videos to be transparent, to be who I am, daily life, whatever the situation may come up as, training advice, and just be authentic. Just be authentic in the stuff that I do, the things that I say. Maybe sometimes I come forth as a bit of a more philosophical person than I try to admit. But all in all, I just want great content that people can enjoy and just sit and watch and get inspired by, and learn something from me, learn something from life, learn from the things that I went through, and so that I can share them with you, and just going forward. I'm gonna 3-scoop this now because it's leg day. Yeah, how much was that now? 2, 3. I didn't count. Oh well. And yeah, I'm gonna go shoot some content in the gym. See how leg day goes, because it's one of my favorite things to train ever. Because it enables you to train so hard, and that's what I'm all about, training hard. So yeah, see you there. So at the gym, it's quite busy for Friday. I don't know what's going on or why, but oh well, it is what it is. We're doing our stuff, feeling irritated as it is. Today is 2 weeks out, 1 week out from peak week till weigh-ins. And yeah, energy levels are low, irritation levels are high, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I mean, I enjoy it, I love it. It's not like anyone's putting a gun against my head and say, listen, you must do this or you must do that. It's my own choice. I have dreams that I want to chase, goals that I want to achieve. So we're starting off with a bit of supersets, extensions, hammy curls. So yeah, let's get into it. So the main thing is, while you're on prep, you still need to go as heavy as possible. Still need just to train hard, because if you don't train hard, you're not going to achieve what you want to. You're just going to lose muscle anyway. So you still need to go as heavy as possible, train as hard as possible, and just go for it. Know the food is low, know the energy is low, but that's okay. Just embrace it. Hammy curls is a bit of a weak point, or hammies on the general purpose of things. So we need to focus on that a lot. I'm focusing on it a lot just to see where I can improve. That's the thing that I also want to touch on is weak points. Let me just finish this set. Then we'll go into it a bit deeper. So what I'm doing here is doing my set and then finishing off with some partials till failure. Just to get that last bit out. That's prep, guys. Okay, so focusing on weak points. That's why you need a decent off season. And a decent off season is consistency. Consistency, having a fixed routine. Get up the same time every day. Go to bed the same time every night. Get your meals in as consistent as possible. Still having a life. I mean, there's still life outside bodybuilding. But that's the difference between a pro bodybuilder and just someone that does this for a hobby, you know? I get such a lot of people off season and then they treat it like they're not even bodybuilders. So they eat what they want, they train like shit for 3-4 months, and then the next competition comes and then they want to go into a prep. And then 1 week out, they start and post things like bringing better packages to the stage each time, but they look exactly the same. And they expect results while they're not working for that result. So you need a proper off season. You need to take your off season just as serious as your prep. Otherwise, you're not going to see results. You need to build. The only way for you to build is in your off season. Because of that, 16, 14, or 12 weeks out comes, what you needed to build should already have been built. Because from there you can't build anymore. Then it's just cutting down fats and water. And that's what you need, that's all you need. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, on to the next set. I personally, but it's personally, hate stiff leg deadlifts. I hate it. It's one of the worst things that is on a training program for me. But it is what it is. We can't go and say, listen, I don't like this, so I'm not going to do it. In the end, the judges see what they want to see, and they're going to judge you on how you look. You need to work on weak points. So unfortunately, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to keep it as controlled as possible, activating the glutes and hammies as much as possible. It's all about form. Thing I also want to touch on is comparison. I'm very young in the sport, very young. There's a lot of aspects I still need to learn. So the reason I'm telling you this is I have that problem sometimes. Compare myself to athletes that has had a name in the sport for the last 5-6 years as amateurs. Now I'm getting on social media comparing myself to them, where I have 2 shows behind my name. That doesn't say I don't have bodybuilding knowledge or know how to build muscle, but it's a huge difference between building muscle, putting in the work, putting in the time, and having the knowledge how to do it. I have the knowledge how to do it. It's actually doing it, you know. A lot of these guys have a lot more time on me, and they started bodybuilding 4 or 5 years before I did, and that's 4 or 5 years that I'm not going to make up all of a sudden. The only way for me to make up is if they plateau and stand still and I catch up and I work hard. But that's easier said than done. But that's not the point. I'm dragging out a long story now. I keep comparing myself to them. And you shouldn't. You can't, you shouldn't. When you look at people, everyone's story is different. Everyone has a different point of view in their lives where they began. I personally feel I began my bodybuilding journey way too late. But I'm doing it for the love of it. There's things I want to achieve. Like I said earlier in the video, there's things I want to achieve. But I think the journey is more important than the end point to the destination. And that's what I'm enjoying now. I'm enjoying the journey. And there where I end up is where I end up. So do it for the love of it. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Because if you do, there's a reason why they say comparison is the thief of joy. There's a reason why they say that. So just enjoy it, man. Just go for it. Stop saying, well, we'll do it next year. Or I'll never win against this guy. Stop making excuses. Just wake up and do it. There's nothing you can lose. On the contrary, you can only gain. If you try, you won't lose. You'll learn. If you try something in life, you'll never fail. You'll never lose. You'll learn. You'll win or you'll learn. That's how I see it. And that's the way I've been trying to look at life the last few months, is try stuff, do stuff. There's a lot of new projects that's coming up, a lot of plans I have, and it's everything I ever said no to, always. I just said no to these things because it won't work because of this, it won't work because of this. And I just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna do it now. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, I learn from it. So next time when I try it again, I know I won't do it any different. Learn from your mistakes and go through it. You'll thank yourself later, I promise you, like I am doing now. Ah. 2 weeks out, my coach decided, let's do Bulgarian split squats. Either my coach has massive trusting in me, or I did something wrong that he didn't like. Either way, I love you too, coach. Yeah. Like I said, we're working on weak points, trying to keep the glutes and the hammies as full as possible. So that's what we're trying to do, trying to achieve. But it's difficult. That's what the split squats are for, activating the glutes as much as possible, and then burning it out, that last piece of it. Yo, I'm so tired, look at my English. It's okay. Just to finish it off, to get out that last piece of energy, the last bit of energy out of the glute, to keep it nice and full. We'll see how it works. So that was leg day. Doing some rowing cardio now, finishing off. So I'm gonna see you guys somewhere again. I want to talk about a few things that I have on the agenda that I want to talk about. So, and if you like my content, please subscribe, please show your support. There's still a lot more coming. And feel free to go follow me on all my socials. I'll post it in my link in my bio. And if there is any questions that you have, feel free to contact me and engage. There's still a lot of things I feel I can learn people. A lot of things I can talk about on my channel. And then just going forward. So yeah, thanks for the support, thanks for the watch. See you again.